Alright. Back to the old grind. I don't actually know how long I have, but just figured I'd play a little bit. Gotta continue my win streak from yesterday, after all. I say that, I'm gonna absolutely lose it. Probably immediately. Let's see. I felt like shifting something, but so kind of not really. I did want to change that now that I have it. And then... Ooh. I continue to forget it does that. It looks a lot better. Duel. And streak 5. I'm gonna keep going with roses until I lose one, and then I'll switch over to something else. I just don't know how long it's actually gonna take to do that. Or if I could actually see viewer count. Oh! It'd be Twitch stats? I'm missing what's being... Okay, well. I was about to say I'm missing what's getting played, but... Stats? Oh, okay. There we go. I'm sorry, I looked away for a good little bit. Am I looking at Blue Eyes Albaz? Or Blue Eyes Despia? Because if so, that's probably the most disgusting thing I could be looking at right now. Oh boy. I mean... That's really the only wall I have to get over. Darker's Fairy is actually the perfect draw. Either player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. Return when a card or graveyard. Okay, that one's not too bad. This one's gonna be annoying, but I can get around it. It's just gonna be a cost. Alright, let's see how long it takes for me to actually get through this. Need to activate as few effects as possible. Okay. Need to go ahead and get into my Ready Rose Switch play as soon as I can. Yep. Rose, Sharp Rose Fairy. Wait. Ah, I'm boneheaded. I really hate how that makes it an option instead of just following through with the effect. Alright, well that's That's an L. It was a total misplay, and I know it. Right. Well, I said what I said. I'm gonna change decks. Or... yeah. I don't feel comfortable using that deck quite yet. Hmm. At some point, I want to make that deck work, but it's gonna be annoying as hell to do. I'll switch over to a not. That's strategy. Alright. Time for degeneracy. That does not bode well for me. Someone with a Cyber Dragon Infinity mate, and they get the choice. I'm first. This might be where I start dropping ranks. Thunder Speed Summon. Okay, never mind. I might have an opportunity here. Drop off the Joker's Knight. Or Joker's Wild. Special summon Queen's Knight. Let's see. Let's add a King's Knight to hand. Normal summon King's Knight. Pop off the King Knight's effect. Or Jack's Knight. Alright. I don't really have many options in the way of first turn plays. But I wonder if Baguska. Hate the activated effects. Yeah, that's not gonna really do much for me. Yep. Thunder Speed Summon. Joker straight. Return Queen's Knight. It's not the best floodgate in the world to be using right now, but I can have a little bit of faith that potentially they don't have something that they can just throw out like a Raigeki or something. But if they do, that's my own damn fault. But if they don't, whatever they summon's just gonna get destroyed. And considering that they don't have an extra deck, this might not be as bad a play as I think it is. Terraforming. Going for what? Dragonic Diagram. Are you going for fucking True Draco? I mean... this could potentially work for them, but... I don't know. It's been Tribute summoned, so... Yeah, if they're going for a Monarch's Erupt play, then it's not going to work for him in this situation. If it is Monarch True Draco, then their normal summon would probably be one of the Squires, and they wouldn't be able to do that with Slifer on the field. That said, I just have to concern myself with what happens if they get Slifer off the field. That's when it starts getting a little sketchier. Draco Heritage. Summon. Oh, right. Forgot they can do that. Oh, this isn't good. I forgot Draconite, or... I was about to say Draconites. True Dracos just do not care one bit about typical tribute summoning rules. Ah. Yeah, the worrisome part here is if they manage to do anything to Slifer. Unfortunately, the Egyptian gods kind of suck, so... Yeah. There goes that one. Yep. Boy, howdy, am I having fun yet? I mean, if that face down is Monarch's Erupt, then yeah, I'm screwed. I might be screwed anyways. I just hope not. I can confidently say that this duel, or these duels I've been in, are not nearly as fun as the ones I was doing yesterday. Ignis Heat. Yeah. Why are you going to battle phase? You can't do damage to me. Alright, Thunderspeed Summon. Frankly, that does not do much of anything for me, but... if they'll allow me to do it. I mean, if I see Monarch's Erupt flip, I have to surrender. There's really not much I can do. Not with this deck, and not with this draw. Brood Kings. Yeah. Where did my Joker's Wild again? Let's go through the whole shuffle. Oh. Well, I might have a way out of this. And I completely forgot about it. But if they have no way to negate me, we might see some progress. Just have to bait this out. It's not obvious. I'm trying really damn hard to bait out that Monarch's Erupt. But I don't think they have it. If they had it, then they really would have used it by now. I have to imagine, instead of letting me get 5 monsters on the field. I mean, sure, they could go Monarch's Erupt as soon as I bring out something, but I don't know why they would do that. This feels relatively unwise to me. But, yeah, I mean, we're gonna go for it. I'm allowed. This is basically me calling their bluff, or see what happens. Yep. I figured they had something up their chain. Yeah. I could still Thunder Speed summon, but I can't bring out anything except Triumph. Triumph's not going to really do anything for me. Well, it could. There's options here. I just have to assume I'm allowed to attack. Draco. Target 1, destroy it. Do the attack. Some monsters have their current attack and defense. Right. I might be able to weasel my way out of this, but I'm not going to enjoy it. If they're cutting me down in size, then that's really going to blow. They have no quick access to Monarch's Erupt, and I know they don't have it in hand, because they just pulled another Ignis Heat, so... I will say I did not expect that surrender, but we take those. I mean, I had it relatively worked out. I didn't like how it was going to end up, but hey, I can take what I can get. Kachowski. People with the starter setup absolutely terrify me, not gonna lie. Like the Rescue Rabbit and Vagabond PFP. I don't trust them. Because sometimes they're utter garbage, and sometimes they're actually the most degenerate people in the world. This one has an extra deck, so I'm not sure what to expect, actually. But it's 12 instead of 15. That does tell me that this might be a Blue Eyes player. Potentially. Oh... Structure deck player? I might be safe. Wait, what the hell? I did not realize that this one was interactable. Splat. Fair enough. I mean, they do call this one Ritual Cage, so I guess it makes sense. It would make sense if it was a structure deck player, because they just bought 2 of them and called it a day. Yep, Pendulum 1, Pendulum 2. Oh. Do I sense a fucking Nirvana High Paladin? Does this person even know what that card is? Oh. Never mind. Why use that one? Target one light monster. Alright, well that's annoying. Hmm. There's my Triumph Joker. Ooh. But it's light though, so this guy's gonna have a problem with it. That said, let's go standard. See what happens. Queen. King. Activate king. Ideally, this is the one they hit. I'd say there is a possibility of it. Yes, thank you. Go right ahead. The Valor card effect. I have to worry about that effect. I don't have to worry about this effect. I don't have to worry about that. Nope. I think I'm good. I think that's GG's. Let's do this unimpeded this time. Yeah. No trap cards, huh? What a shame. Whatever will I do without my trap cards? Oh no. Whatever will I do? I mean, I wasn't going to destroy it. I'm just gonna one-hit KO you. That's how it's done. Tier 3. I haven't done tier skipping this season, which is sad. Then again, I was bumping into Despia players in bronze, so... Kinda tough to make it work when that's what I'm dealing with. Not a Beru. Alright. Let's take second. I know damn well. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Well, that's frustrating. All the same. Joker's Knight, Imperial Bower. I might be able to make a Slifer with enough attack. Oh, did I already screw myself? Yeah, I wasn't going to use an effect on you anyways, don't worry. Probably should have sent a Jack's Knight. Oh, Bower does it too. Alright. Ah, damn it. If you control no other monsters. That's frustrating. Alright. Go ahead and one-hit KO me if you got it. I can't even be mad. I'll just be happy to see trains doing damage. Okay. Trains with Infinitrack cards. I'll definitely be checking this person's deck afterwards because I'm interested in seeing different builds of Earth Machine. Hell, every now and then they might actually have a card that I could throw into my own. 14. Yes, they're running a full X-Jack, so that's good. Unlike the last guy. Super Dora into... Yep. The lead. Let's just gratuitous material. Oh. And Chalice, but its effects are negated. I mean... I really wasn't planning on doing much anything, so... It doesn't even have effects, but... Oh, Christ. Holy fuck. Well, this was a fun duel. Jesus Christ. Okay, that was unexpected. Unfathomable. Yeah. Yeah. I do not actually run limited removals, but I also find it being more of a niche thing. And frustratingly enough, I have lost to it more than I'd like to admit. Alright, let me see this person's deck at least. Astral Karibo. Road Stampede. Kaiju. Zodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord. Like all monsters in your graveyard into the deck. That's actually not a bad card. I mean, it pulls everything back. And it's a special summon and it's level 10. That's not too bad an idea, honestly. If I wanted something to get more rank 10s out, which I'm not entirely sure. The 3 Night Express Knights. I guess this deck did need special summons, or normal summons, but Night Express Knight? Air Crane's good as follow-up. Super Express, yeah. Level 7s for Kumungus, level 10s for Jizukiru. Sires, Train Connection, Switchyard, forward. 3 removals, 3 chalices, 3 urgent schedules. Yeah, this seems about standard. Huh. Interesting choices at the very least. No, I didn't want to edit. Got me some slack. Change decks. Alright, that has me in a mood to play now. I edited it though. Once I got that royal decree for now. For Pride and Joy, he needs a little bit of work. Hmm. Do I still have a limit removal? I sure do. What could I throw that in over? Only issue with it is that it's not actually going to work on some of my other cards. That said, for ensured victory on a turn that I don't actually have it, wouldn't be too bad. Twin Twisters is important to keep. Machina redeployment's fine to keep. I'll add it. And then I'll add one more. As a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, I always end up doing like a 44 card deck for a little bit more neatness. And Performing for Gear Town. That doesn't do much for me. Yeah, frankly, Lightning Storm would be a little bit better. Ruin Force isn't in the game yet, right? Just making sure. Okay, yeah, Ruin Force isn't in yet, so... That's one less Machina. Machina Fortress? Question mark. Makes a little bit more value off redeployment, plus it lets me toss stuff to grave. Yeah. If I can scrounge together the UR tokens for it. Might actually have some of my dual pass. See, herein lies the problem. I really don't feel like member removal does much for me. Ultimate Trigger Gold Limit would be good, but again, eh. I don't know. I feel like I could get some worth off of limited removal if I can keep it, but this deck desperately needs the Forbidden Droplets. Schedule. I'll toss the redeployment. I really don't need a search for any of these cards because Metal Cruncher does it for me. So, that's fine. I'll go scrounge together some of those tokens real quick. Ooh, maybe I don't have any. Ooh. That's a bit of a problem. I think I have some yours. May have to mute for a moment. I'll flip through this real quick and then see. Order of the Heavenly Prison's actually a neat one to play with, but it's not going to get me what I need. I really don't know when I'm going to play Dark Magicians. I'm not going to play that either. But I might, so I don't want to get rid of it. Starting to get a Sword Soul core, so really it's unwise to get rid of those. I guess I have to fall back on it. Yep, I'm going mute. I'll be right back while I look through this stuff and do some other stuff around the house. Better yet, I might just go ahead and go offline. I'm just going to be doing some boring ass deck building anyway, so